Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, folks.
And happy National Odometer Day.
I thought it would never get here.
No. Oh, that's not what, I didn't mean to start off with that. Well, okay, we'll talk about National Odometer Day and then I'll put on the background that we're supposed to have behind us.
Oh.
Anyway, so it is National Odometer Day and I'm not sure why that's a thing, but this was the first odometer and it was invented in 1903. So it looks pretty cool.
Yep, and they didn't expect a car to go more than 9,999 miles.
60 miles an hour top speed. Nice. Looks like it's full of gas though.
That's good.
So it was invented by these brothers from Wisconsin, Arthur P. and Charles H. Warner. And it sounds like they invented a bunch of...
The Warner Brothers?
Yeah, the Warner Brothers. It sounds like they invented a bunch of other stuff too. Let's see. A tachometer, paper making machine, electric brake, and a power clutch.
Wow.
Yeah, they were very, very prolific. Anyway, so now I'm going to turn on, this was supposed to be our background. We're supposed to appear to be at Mitch's, which is where we were yesterday.
We're at Mitch's
Yeah,
Seafood.
so we should be turned around the other way. If this was realistic, you would see the backs of our heads, but we're not going to do that today.
And we don't have any delicious fried shrimp.
Yeah. So we went to Mitch's yesterday, and for those of you who don't know me at all, that's, my favorite restaurant, Mitch's, right here on the waterfront, America's Cup Harbor.
Mitch's Seafood.
Yeah, you can
It's
see
really
it.
right next door to Point Loma Seafood, which is the much better known place.
And that's a great place too. It's the view it's a different view. It's still a great view. I don't like the clam chowder at Point Loma as much. Although yesterday, I gotta say, Mitch, the clam chowder was a little bit thin and watery. The flavor was still good, but
yes,
it was not...
Little thin, little watery, Mitch.
So hopefully it was just a one-time thing, but I don't know, Mitch. But the location was great. We got great seats with our friends Morris and Michelle.
Yes.
And then afterwards, we went to, Club Marina. Is that what it's called?
Club Marina.
Club
or the
Marina.
Marina
Oh,
Club.
I have this. Somehow I still have my drink coaster, which...
Club Marina.
Yeah,
yes.
Club Marina. It's a bit of a dive bar, but it was good. And I realized I hadn't been to a bar since the before time, I don't think.
It's really not as much of a dive as it maybe used to be.
Well, anyway, it was the same. Going to a bar was the same.
Yes, it's a place where they serve drinks and the music is way too loud.
Yeah.
And you can't hear yourself think.
All right, okay, so I'm going to turn off Mitch now.
Bye, Mitch.
And let's do, we're going to do Market Minute. But here, why don't you, while I talk, you fix your thing, because I know you don't like the stock cursor that comes with it. So this is the monthly, here. Here, I'll get you a little further down the road. Okay, now you get rid of your cursor.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the magic cursor must go away.
So this is the monthly update, which is a little different than the weekly one that we usually do. So that the chart is different, but it's still going to be 1 minute to talk about the market. All right.
Do I just have this one slide?
That's all you have, yeah. But you could also talk about our deals that we have going on.
But not within the minute.
Well, if you need to fill the minute, you can talk about that.
I think.
Here, give me this mouse.
Sorry.
It's okay. If you need more stuff to talk about, you can talk about our deals. We put 2 listings on the market last week, and they both went into escrow very quickly. And then one of them was out of escrow and now back into escrow again. It seems
excuse
like.
me.
Well, there, I just took up your stuff to talk about. Sorry. Dang it. Okay, here.
All right.
Around with, okay, I'm going to stop messing around with this, and I'm going to turn on the timer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay, so the May market snapshot for San Diego County is looking back at the April data from SDAR, which is looking at the month-over-month information from March to April. New listings are down 10.1%. Pending sales are down only 6%, and given that listings are down 10%, that's not bad. Closed sales are down 10.2% from March to April. Where's my timer?
30 seconds.
Okay, good. The number of homes for sale has increased by 11.2%, but that's really not that much.
We're skeptical about that number too. SDAR says that, but we think maybe somebody should go back and double check, because that's. I don't want to take up more of your seconds.
Something off with this number based on what I'm seeing in the multiple listing. And then the median sale price was up 0.9% month over month. So 6% the month before, 0.9 last month, and that's what's happening.
Okay. All right, good job. And you didn't even have to talk about our deals at all. Do you want to talk about those at all, or
Well,
no?
I mean, it's...
Here, you want me to give you another minute?
No. No, I don't.
Oh, you take all the time you need.
No, it's just, I mean, it's everything's moving right along with the little condo that we sold. We got a repair request that we'll negotiate through that, no problem. And then the San Carlos house, that's another story. It was a
Well, how many offers did you get?
25.
That's a lot of offers.
We had 25 offers, and there was one buyer in particular. It was a cash buyer that just had to have it. They had to have it. They had to.
Last week they had to have it.
Last week they had to have it. They had to outbid everyone, and they jumped up over everyone else and offered a price that was higher than anyone else. And then we open escrow on Monday, and when you open escrow, your deposit is due within 3 days. The deposit did not show up, so I started hassling the buyer's agent about it. He ghosted me yesterday. And
that's irritating.
When the other agent in this business on the other side of your transaction is ghosting you, that is almost never good news. And then he notified me this afternoon that the buyer, quote unquote, was not going to move forward. And I was like, I thought they did move forward when they wrote an offer. Usually a cash buyer, they write an offer and they close. And not in this case. What I'm guessing happened is probably that this cash investor wrote offers on as many properties as they could. They got ours accepted, and then somewhere along the way, they got something else accepted that probably the numbers worked a little better for them. So they said, we'll just let that one go. And that's what happens. But back under contract in about 30 minutes.
Nice.
So,
okay.
I mean,
well,
with 25
at least we
offers.
had 24 backup offers.
Yeah, 24 backup offers.
All right. Well,
mind-boggling. But
okay,
this is what we deal with.
Yes. So now we will watch a cat video, and this is a fresh cat video. This is a cat video from last weekend. We were just hanging out, and you were playing your guitar.
Yes.
And the cats decided, let me make us smaller here. The cats decided that they were going to use the, this is a common thing that'll happen. Bella will be chilling somewhere, and then Buddy decides that
he needs to be in there
with her. He needs to be in there with her. And he didn't cause too much trouble, but sometimes this would turn into a knockdown, drag-out cat fight. But
this is a Taylor guitar case too, so it's very comfy, I'm sure.
Now it's got cat fur in it, but
that's all right.
It probably already did. All right. So anyway, the cats are cute, and there they were. So okay.
Cosmopolitans.
Oh yeah, Usually we're drinking whiskey drinks, but. Cosmo, yeah, these are good. Because last week we had National Cosmopolitan Day, so we decided to celebrate that. Okay, so astronaut Ellen Ochoa is in town, and she was the first Latina astronaut, and she's from San Diego. I'm gonna maximize this because these folks, and I thought I had the captions on. Oh, well, they're just these tiny little words. Okay, all right, this is not good. I'm gonna turn this off.
Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B. Anyway, so she's in town because they're naming a building after her at SDSU, where she graduated from. So the West Commons, it used to be West Commons, and now it's Ellen Ochoa Pavilion. So Congratulations, Dr. Ochoa. Yes. So this made me think about, I wanted to look into what other famous and successful people graduated from San Diego State, because our son is most likely going to go to SDSU. I mean, he's keeping his options open, but SDSU is a strong contender for a variety of reasons. And sometimes well-meaning people will hear that John is looking into SDSU, and they'll say something like, oh, well, why isn't he going to UCSD? He should go to UC school. That's better. John's so smart. He could go to, UCSD. Well, he probably could, and maybe he will, but he seems to like, SDSU seems like a good option for him, and that's okay with me.
SDSU's calling him. What can you say?
Right.
He went on the campus there. He likes it. It feels good to him.
It's going to cost us a lot less. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I looked into people who have gone to SDSU. So I can't read my own writing. I need some glasses. the hell does that say?
It says Raquel Welch.
Oh, it does say Raquel Welch. So Raquel Welch went to SDSU.
She was very funny in that one episode of Seinfeld.
And Marion Ross, who played Mrs. Cunningham on
yes.
Happy Days.
Of course.
Yeah.
Marion Ross.
I'm going to put Mitch's back on while we talk about this. Okay, there's Mitch's.
there
I'm going to make us bigger too. There we go. Okay, so, and this person, one of our favorite San Diegans, Jerry Sanders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, former police chief and former mayor and current chamber. He's like the figurehead of the chamber. But what's his official title? He's the CEO of the San Diego Chamber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell of a nice guy,
Yeah.
Jerry Sanders.
So he started out at Miramar Community College and then transferred to SDSU.
Yeah.
And that's, again, some people would be like, oh, why are you going to community college first? Well, if it's good enough for Jerry Sanders, it's good enough for me.
In the annals of San Diego, Jerry Sanders is one of the great San Diegans.
He's a damn fine San Diegan.
Yes.
Yes. Adelia Kaufman, who's the founding CEO of Qualcomm, went to SDSU.
Not bad.
W. Craig Jeldrick, I can't read my writing, sorry about that, but the CEO of Costco.
Oh.
And the president and CEO of Costco.
Two jobs.
Graduated from SDSU.
SDSU prepared him so well that he can hold down two jobs at the same time.
Okay. Doug Manchester, the namesake of the Manchester Grand Hyatt and the
Nice.
publisher of the San Diego Union Tribune.
Not bad.
Robert O. Peterson, founder of Jack in the Box. Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
And Tony Gwynn, Baseball Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
And I could go on, but these are all famous and successful people who graduated from SDSU.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, John and many folks like John are, you come out of high school, you don't really know what you want to do. Everybody keeps asking you, what do you want to do? And,
How can you know you're 16, 17, 18?
Right. And I had the same thing happen to me. And I was so convinced that I had to know that I felt bad that I didn't know. And so I think there's nothing wrong with putting expectations and some pressure on young people, but I think the expectation to know what you want to do and to pursue it right out of high school may be a little misguided. So I don't see any problem with going to CSU campus, even to get his undergraduate degree, and if he decides to pursue further, he could go to graduate school there, somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
And frankly, Deva and I both went to CSU.
That's right. And a well-known party school, too. We both went to Humboldt State.
Humboldt
and
State.
look at us. Here we are at Mitch's having drinks with all of you.
Yes, exactly.
Looks like there's 2 people watching.
Woohoo! Yeah. See,
we've arrived.
Such great products.
Oh, Clark, it is
Clark.
a Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
And Eric
yes.
mixed it up for us.
Yes.
Happy Friday, Clark.
What's up, Clark? Yes, and this is Clark. Well, he's masking his identity here. As
I guess I shouldn't.
Kaiser Sose. We've outed you. I'm sorry, but in any event, a great American.
Yes. Okay, so
and a veteran.
Gotta respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was looking for things that were happening in San Diego this week that were good. Light and fruity news, interesting news, and there really wasn't very much at all.
Not much light and fruity going on.
I had gotten an invitation from Google to try Bard, which is their version of ChatGPT.
Oh, the AI.
Yeah,
yes.
so I used the Google AI and I searched, what is the best thing that happened in San Diego this week? I'm going to make us a little bit smaller. And the results were somewhat unsatisfying. And I don't know that any of them are accurate for what happened this week. It's not a very good name.
It's a terrible name.
Okay, so...
The world's being taken over by something named Bard.
Yeah, I don't know. So their first thing here is... the new library is located. Opening the new San Diego Central Library.
Which
that was years ago. That did not happen this week.
No.
San Diego Padres won their first game of the season. That's not true. Okay, San Diego Zoo welcomed a baby elephant.
Is that true?
Well, I Googled it, and there was no mention of a baby elephant, but all they said was that the zoo had to euthanize an old elephant this week. Yeah, so that was
Bart
the
is
opposite.
just making shit up.
Well, maybe this happened some other, at a different year this week, like in 2022 or whatever. San Diego International Film Festival kicked off. Also didn't happen this week.
Bard.
Comic-Con International. No, that didn't happen either. So none of this stuff happened this week. So I'm going to have to give thumbs down.
Thumbs down,
provide
Bard.
Additional feedback. None of this stuff happened.
Thanks, man.
This week.
He likes our new video effects.
Oh, thanks. Not
Thank
everybody
you.
does. Some people think we've become too complicated.
It's actually not.
Valid.
I mean, it's amazingly enough, it's not that crazy to do this. It's just requires. There's like one piece of software called OBS that's actually what you used to call shareware. Now they call it open source, I think.
There's a lot going on here.
Well, there's a ton going on to get it to work, but in terms of the number, like the cost, it's very low cost.
Yeah, you just have to figure out a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, you got to figure out a ton of stuff. But OBS is a really amazing program because it allows you to combine a number of different sources. You can combine audio input, video input, screen capture, and then you can apply the green screen filter where we're sitting in front of a green screen, and then the lights that we have, we probably have a couple, two or three.
I'm looking at 5 lights right now.
Maybe $200 or $300 invested in lights, and it's not. Most of it is just figuring out the technology and getting it to work, and we've certainly had our headaches doing that. But thank you.
So as you can see, it was hard to find stuff that was happening to talk about in San Diego. So let's move on to Minnesota, where this guy has invented a beer-powered motorcycle.
Woohoo! Yeah! Ooh, yeah! That's
And of course, it's on Fox News from Minnesota.
Yeah, beer-powered motorcycle. Nice.
Okay, with our captions here.
There it goes. Vegetable oil. What? People have found electricity. People have found different ways to power their vehicles.
All right, I'm not going to be able to listen.
His motorcycle runs on beer. Weber shows how the man has invented a unique way to blow off some steam. The people kind of expect something a little bit different. It comes out of okay. So this guy is okay. Here we go. He's going to pour some beer into the tank in this motor. It's not going to run on Coors Light.
So it doesn't, though.
Oh.
So there's beer in the tank. And then there's a heating coil that heats the beer and turns it into steam. So it's actually steam powered.
Okay.
But what I want to know is...
So it could run on water.
Yeah, it could. But what I want to know is what's heating the coil. Because that's actually what's powering it, right? Whatever is heating the coil.
Yeah, they have to make the
So
heat.
I don't know if they, do they have a sidecar with somebody shoveling coal into a furnace that heats the coil? Or how does that work?
And of course, the media doesn't tell us, right?
No.
Look at that beer exhaust.
Oh gosh, okay.
Jeez. That's interesting. It's funny.
And they didn't say what heats the coil though, did they?
No, of course not.
Because that's actually what's powering the vehicle.
Right, yeah.
All right.
You could pour all the beer you want in there, but if you can't heat it up, nothing's going to happen.
Bud Light. Yeah, put your Bud Light in there.
Exactly. Get Kid Rock to come over and pour a bunch of Bud Light in there.
All right.
Well, it's a cool.
It's cool. It's sure.
It's a dumb human interest. It reminds me of that part of Anchorman where they're showing you the water skiing squirrel, and then Ron Burgundy's comment is, "That squirrel can water ski." I mean,
what else are you gonna say?
Right.
Okay.
But they're not telling us how they heat the beer to make the steam, and they're also not telling us that you could do the same thing with wine, water. It doesn't matter, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever you're going to
like.
heat up that'll boil and make steam. Very nice.
Okay.
Good job.
Yes, good job, guys.
Way to go, Minnesota.
Okay, so that's all I've got. But also
bonus. Encore.
The drone footage. Okay,
bonus footage.
So our friend Matt Pitta is a drone guy.
Yes.
And he, so we've got this development going on in our community, Carmel Mountain Ranch, the old golf course, Lennar Homes is building on it, and they're doing a bunch of grading now. So yesterday, you and Matt went out and took some drone footage of the stuff that's going on. And I haven't really had much time to look at this, so this is kind of raw. But I'm going to give you the mouse. So why don't you just give us a little? And I'm going to eventually like put this all into a video with like call outs of the different streets and stuff. But for now, this is just the drone footage.
Yeah, this is the raw drone footage.
Oh, magnets feed the coil. Okay, all right. So
magnets. That heat. They make. Oh, they heat the. Okay.
I guess there's some magnets going on in there too.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'll have to look at more into this later.
Okay, so this let's just look at the first file here. Are we seeing this?
Drag it over here.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go, and you can maximize it too.
Okay.
Here.
Wait, that's not the first one.
Well, does it matter what order they're in?
Here we go. Let's do this one first. Okay. All right, so
induction. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, induction. Okay, so we're taking off from where the old golf course clubhouse is. It still is. They're about to tear it down. You can see right here, this was hole number 8 where they've already done a ton of grading, and now he's panning. He's going to fly this way first. So we're over hole number 9 here, but you really can't see that. You've got the post office over
here. Oh, you know what? Here, let me make us smaller. We're in the way.
Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah. All right.
Now I'm ruining our video.
Well, here, pause. Okay, I'm gonna start over.
All right. Sorry, folks.
Make us real. Okay.
Is that good? Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just
So that's what we can see when we drive. Well, we can't see from the air, but this is the project that we see when we drive out of our
yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, we see this from the ground, but when you go up 250 feet and look down, this used to be a giant fairway, and in just about they started at the middle of March, so in about 6 weeks, they have transformed, which makes it sound positive, but. They've transformed this former fairway into just this barren
dirt scar.
Dirt scar, yeah. And so this is the former hole number. Oh boy, I want to say this is 10 and 11 here. It was a dogleg hole, and then here's Ted Williams Parkway over here, and we're going to look across Ted Williams Parkway. Over here at the old hole number 12 and 13, which are not going to be developed. There's going to be they're going to put in a park right over here, I believe. Anyway, so it's amazing, first of all, what you can do with a drone these days. I mean, just this thing it's up at 250 feet. He programmed it, and it flies around and looks at everything in super HD video. This is Ted Williams Parkway here. This is Highland Ranch Road heading, oh gosh, I guess we're heading...
It's like north.
North, yeah. So this is the end of Unit 10, and then...
we used to live in these... Oh, I'm trying to point to the condo. We used to live in those condos over there.
Yeah, we lived in these condos over here.
Oh, okay.
No, we are right here in these condos. We did. Anyway, we got the whole. We flew the whole course yesterday, and some of these old fairways have been. Can we still see our comments?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Some of these old fairways have been started to grade already. Some haven't. It's interesting. You can see your community pool here. So yeah, and then we're gonna fly up the other side, and I want to say it's Unit 10, but we're
gonna probably fly by another one of our old houses too.
Yeah, no, we used to live in like this house, the second house. We used to live in that one right there, long time ago. Anyway, you're going up Carmel Ridge. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but we used to live over there.
Right. So anyway, you can see what's going on. We got the whole golf course yesterday. We actually missed a couple of parts, so Matt's going to come back tomorrow. We're going to add a couple of waypoints to this and fly it again. And here's the
I'm trying to point with my. Oh, there's Matt's leg. That's your leg.
Yeah, that's my leg. Pointing with your finger doesn't work. Yes.
That's not true. I'll make it work next time. I'll get it right next time.
So that's the. this is the clubhouse. This was the central point of the golf course. This was hole 9 behind the clubhouse. And then you go down Carmel Ridge Road here, and we currently live over here somewhere. But we're going to get all of it together in one video and make it a little more digestible, but that's the raw footage, the first look.
Yes. So
yeah.
You were here for the exclusive premiere of the
Right.
Carmel Mountain Ranch development.
And these are condos here, of course. These are the condos we were talking about that we first lived in when we first moved here.
All right, well, you have to leave in 9 minutes to take John to his teen hangout at his friend's house.
Yes,
so.
I'm taking John to a teen hangout. He's going to drive me in my car, and then he's going to get out, and then I'm going to drive back.
And then allegedly a friend is driving him home so that
Yes.
we can have 1 or 2 more of these this evening.
Just 1 or 2.
Just
though.
1 or 2.
That's it.
That's right. All right, well, I think we're good here.
I would say so. Thanks, folks.
Thanks for stopping by.
Love you.
Clark, happy Friday. And hope to see you next time. Everybody have a great weekend. See y'all later.
That's it.